Hey everyone, it's Sully. Hope you are doing well. Grab yourself a cup of tea or coffee for this one. It's going to be a absolute doozy. Before we jump into it, this video is obviously sponsored by absolutely nobody. So, as you all know, Pizza Planet is currently in Brawl Stars, and that does bring the special delivery event, the Brawl Hockey event, the Knockout event. I think Gem Grab is coming soon, and maybe some other events as well that are on the way. But today we want to talk about the 2v2 knockout event that's currently in the rotation. So if you have been living under a rock and haven't tried knockout 2v2, then definitely jump into it. And most importantly, if you've got Stu, now is the time to get him out of the closet if you've been hiding him there. Like me, I haven't been playing Stu. I got his Hypercharge out of one of my star drops, and that incentivized me to level him up. And boy, oh boy, was that a good decision to make. At the moment, I've got Stu from around like 300 trophies to nearly 1,000, and that is purely just from playing him non-stop in knockout 2v2 in solo or with a friend. He is so good. And the reason why he's so good is I think there's two factors that make Stu a monster. Typically on this map, you will see that there are snipers, and sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to deal with two long-range brawlers, but you have to remember that in this game mode, the gas eventually comes in and it will reduce the distance between you and the brawlers, making it easier for you to hit your shots. And with Stu, you only need to hit your shot once to get your super. Now, you can go two routes with Stu as far as the star power is concerned. You could either go Gasso Heal, which will heal you every time you use your super, which is nice. There are a lot of times when you can use this and it will clutch you staying alive, which is important obviously in knockout. I can absolutely see the benefit of using Zero Drag, which is Stu's Nitro boost. Super dash distance is increased by 71%. So you can definitely close the distance. This can be quite useful against like a Piper who will do less damage as you dash into her. So closing the distance between longer range brawlers can be quite beneficial there, and Zero Drag will help you. Unfortunately, it won't give you the healing factor that Gasso Heal does, and sometimes you can find yourself wishing that you had the Gasso Heal instead. And I think that the Gasso Heal becomes even more of a pertinent choice to take, because once you have the Hypercharge, you can infinitely dash, which is incredible, allowing you to dash all the way up the map or to the enemy and constantly healing. So any damage that you're taking while you're dashing around like crazy, you are going to be healing and pretty much be unkillable. Obviously, if you don't take that and you go for the Zero Drag when you hit your Hypercharge, yes, you will be dashing around loads and you will be dashing at great distances, but you won't be healing, which could make you vulnerable to being killed while you're in this mode. As for the gears, I go for the shield gear and also the extra gadget gear. And then that moves us on to the more important gadget. So I think that Speed Zone, being able to create an area of effect that allows you to move faster whilst inside that area of effect, can be quite useful. But I will find that it's really easy to be taken out. And as you've only got 4 kind of pillars, which are 2x2 squares within the map, it's really easy to hit the Speed Zone. So for me, I don't go for that. I actually think Breakthrough is absolutely incredible. Being able to use it 4 times in a match is just no-brainer. So what this does is it allows you to break through obstacles once you have your super, and you will do a bit of damage from the debris, which is just nice to have, to be honest, although it's not really that important. But what it does mean is that if you've got throwers or brawlers hiding behind the pillars within the map, that you can actually break through them. And you'll see that on the montage clips that I've got in the background, you can actually use it to escape as well. So you'll see that in the corner, when I was having some trouble with a Fang, I was actually able to break through the map with Stu there to get out of danger because I had my super available. So you can make some huge plays with Breakthrough. Now, I don't think you necessarily have to have the Hypercharge. If you don't have it, don't sweat. It's not the big deal. Most of the time, you won't really get it in a match, but it's kind of 50-50. You usually will at least get it once, especially if you're against a tank or some brawlers that have got some high health. You will hit them enough to be able to get the Hypercharge. But if you don't have the Hypercharge, I don't sweat it. I think the most important things with Stu to be able to get him to 1,000 easily is if you have the star power for Gasso Heal, that is going to help you tremendously. The gadget with Breakthrough is absolutely mandatory. And then shield gear would be my absolute minimum that I would go with. And then the gadget gear is just nice to have So that would be my priority order for Stu. But we've got some montage clips in the background. You can see that you can make some insane plays with Stu. He's actually really, really fun. I think now that he's easily in the current meta, I'm seeing Stu a lot more, which has also incentivized me to play him more. And I think he's just in a really good space within the current game. And if you haven't tried him, then definitely do try him. And hopefully these montage clips that have been playing in the background will incentivize you to pick him up as well as me and have tons and tons of fun and a blast. Don't do yourself a disservice and do not ignore playing him in the 2v2 knockout meta, and probably for some of the other maps as well. Arguably, he's probably pretty good in Brawl Hockey. I've actually seen some montages online of that, so definitely try that out as well. But for me, knockout at the moment has been a blast. Don't let yourself down. Get on it. Let me know what you think. Comment below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.